In this video, you will be introduced to the discipline of chemistry, the study of change. You will see that chemistry intersects with every other discipline and is therefore called the central science. You will learn about two important types of changes in chemistry, physical changes and chemical changes, and you will view a physical change, the evaporation of water through the particulate view of matter. What is chemistry? Chemistry is the study of matter and the changes it undergoes. Since everything is always changing, anything can be studied through the lens of chemistry. In fact, chemistry is often referred to as the central science, and it can intersect with any other field of science. Since all things are made of atoms, the basic unit of chemistry, all things can be viewed through the chemistry lens. In this picture, you can see that chemistry is at the center, and many different disciplines surround it. This shows how chemistry, the central science, can be used to solve many interesting problems in society, including those that impact medicine, energy, food production, and materials. So how do chemists view the world? We tend to think of matter as billions and billions of tiny particles, the so-called particulate nature of matter. We think about how those tiny particles rearrange themselves and either become new substances, chemical changes, or different phases of the same substance, physical changes, such as when water changes from solid ice to liquid water to water vapor. Shown here is a solid, a liquid, and a gas. Notice how close the particles are together in the solid and how far apart they are in the gas. The gas particles have the highest kinetic energy, or fastest movement, and the weakest attractive forces to their neighbor particles. The solid particles are moving the slowest and have the strongest attractive forces to their neighbors. There are two main ways that matter undergoes change in chemistry. There are chemical changes and physical changes. In chemical changes, matter is rearranged and becomes something new. A chemical reaction has occurred. For example, wood burning is a chemical change because it has transformed into a new substance after it has been burned. In a physical change, the particles of the substance either get further apart or closer together and become different phases of matter, solid, liquid, or gas. The substance still has the same chemical composition, i.e. H2O. You can see to the left an ice cube melting, which is a physical change. It still has the same composition of H2O after it is melted. The particles are just further apart. As another example of a physical change, we will take a look at the molecular view of how liquid water evaporates into a gas. We have to think about the movement of the water molecules and the attractive forces that hold them together to understand this phenomenon. Take a look at this picture of water evaporating. In the flasks in Figure A, we observe the liquid volume of water decreasing. This is the macroscopic view of matter, what we can see. In Figure B, if we zoom into the particulate view of matter, we can see something very interesting. We observe the liquid water particles moving faster and breaking free from the attractive forces of their neighbors, thus escaping into the gas phase. This is known as evaporation, and it is a physical change. We can also observe the gaseous water particles mixing with the gaseous air particles, making a homogeneous mixture. These water vapor particles sometimes lose their energy and return to the liquid phase, which is known as condensation, another physical change. Eventually, the rates of these two processes become equal. This is known as dynamic equilibrium. In an open container, such as when you are boiling your water to make pasta, the gaseous water vapor particles continue to move out of the container, and the equilibrium keeps getting shifted towards the gas phase. So, the liquid water particles keep breaking free of their neighbors and escaping into the gas phase. We observe the liquid water volume decreasing. The evaporation of water is a physical change. The liquid water particles have gained kinetic energy and broken free from the attractive forces of their neighbors in the liquid phase to escape into the gas phase. Its chemical composition is still H2O. Physical changes are an important type of change in chemistry, and you can think about the water particles moving faster and faster as you add heat the next time you boil your water to make pasta. This will cause them to break free of their neighbor's attraction and become gaseous particles. Hopefully, now you see the relevance of chemistry to the world around you and begin to see change everywhere in your lives.